It's 49 minutes past 6. Friday, September 6, 2019. Make that 50 past 6 p.m. That is Mountain Daylight Time. Wyoming time. Friday the 6th of September. It's Martan's birthday today. In Wyoming. Not anymore in Canberra though. It's Saturday the 7th of September. 16 hours difference between Canberra and Wyoming. Or New South Wales and Wyoming. I'm in New South Wales. We can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. My birthday, a dream. Martan replied to me with those words. We can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. It's 3 days, 16 hours, 15 minutes since the last eruption of Steamboat Geyser. The last major eruption of Steamboat Geyser. Tuesday. The last 3 major eruptions of Steamboat Geyser have all happened on a Tuesday. 20th of August, 27th of August, and the 3rd of September. 47 minutes past 10, and then the next eruption had an interval of 6 days, 15 hours, and 47 minutes. So 47 minutes past 10, and then 6 days, 15 hours, 47 minutes. So 6 days, 15 hours, and 47 minutes after 10:47. So twins of 47, you might say. 47 minutes past, and then 6 days, 15 hours, 47 minutes. Brings us to 2:34. 2:34 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Tuesday, 3rd of September 2019. 3. The 3rd of September. Triplets. The triplet sign of Nathan. And 23 is the value of Cain. C-A-N-E. Cain. Or it's the value of I am. I am 23. Nathan. Nathan would be 23 if he were here now. It's 52 minutes past 10, Saturday, September 7, 2019. In Canberra, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, east coast of Australia. The 7th of September. But if we're in Steamboat Land, Geyserland, it's still September 6. And it's 6:52. 6, if you write 6 out as a word, it has a value of 52. It's 6:52 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Friday, September 6, 2019, Martan's birthday. So it's still Martan's birthday in Wyoming. Jackson is in Wyoming. Jackson. Ming equals 43. The latitude of Jackson is 43 degrees. M-I-N-G. Ming. It's the name of the DJ. The former DJ. So, okay. Weather. It's a weather prophecy. And it's a prophecy for a major eruption of Steamboat Geyser to happen at 1 p.m. I guess. Eruption. The word eruption has a value of 118, and we've got it here twice. 11.8 degrees in Melbourne, 11.8 degrees in Adelaide, and Steamboat Geyser is 175, and it's 17.5 degrees in Sydney. So if you take that as 175, the value of Steamboat Geyser, man is 28. Steamboat Geyser man, I guess that's Martan. Eruption. Twins. Steamboat Geyser is twins. It has twin vents. If we Google something like Steamboat Geyser, Singapore caning, or Steamboat Geyser, I can show you the twin vents, I guess. On Wikipedia, pretty sure they have a picture of the twin vents of the steamboat. You can kind of see it there. The two vents coming out. Yeah, maybe a little bit. There's a better photo, I think, on Wikipedia on the page. If I just put it on Norris Geyser Basin, there we go. The twin vents of Steamboat Geyser, 6.1 meters apart. 61 is the value of Breeze, Nathan's surname, Breeze, and it's also the value of Dorian. Hurricane Dorian was a deadly destroyer. And I think there's 2 more names that are going to be retired from the Atlantic name list in 2019. I was thinking Imelda, Imelda, and Lorenzo. Actually, at one point I was thinking Lorenzo and Melissa. And I never predicted Dorian. But if I had thought to connect Dorian to the picture of Dorian Gray, I reckon I might have. Because that movie, it fits Dorian perfectly. As in, it's got that darkness to it. So, Jerry is a name I would never normally choose because it's the name of Jake's dad. And Jake's dad's a really nice guy. So I wouldn't normally go with Jerry. But something happened yesterday that I'm not going to go into. But it led me to think Jerry is the one. Every name has its turn. Every name has its turn of being a bad boy or a bad girl. Identical triplets have to be the same sex. So it makes sense that they're all boys. The triplets, the identical triplets. And that's been Nathan's clue going back to how I found Steamboat Geyser. It was when I Googled, actually, I binged. I didn't Google, I binged. Something like, what was it? It wasn't Yiming Yuan, he's the DJ. See, Jerry, name meaning? Yiming Yuan. I Googled some weird things, by the way. I binged some weird things too, so don't hold it against me. It's like DJ punishment by caning. Extreme category 5 caning. 24 strokes of the cane is the sentence that he received, plus 20 years jail. Now, I don't know if his sentence was reduced, but I have my doubts. Given what Dorian did to the Bahamas, I think that was a reflection of what happened to the DJ in Singapore. And the way Dorian sat on top of the Bahamas, just pounding until it wore down to nothing, I think that's a reflection, actually. I do, of what happened to the DJ, Yiming Yuan in Singapore. So I don't think they showed him any compassion or mercy. They gave him the full sentence. And the reason for that could be because he posted a photo of himself on Instagram with devil horns. And maybe they thought, okay, so he's a boy of Satan, so we're going to teach him a lesson. Actually, he was probably just mucking around, having a bit of fun on Instagram. Photoshop. Playing around with lights. He's a DJ. I mean, DJs do weird things all the time. So, you know, who knows why they decided to punish him in such an extreme way when it's so obvious to me he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Not perfect, but nobody's perfect. And it says, actually, if you're religious, which these people probably are, the judges, magistrates, prison wardens, it says anyway, if you are religious, if you are someone who has fear of God, well, it says in the Bible and the Quran, don't be a hypocrite. 3 days, 16 hours, 16 minutes. 16. 3 days. The 3rd of September. Triplets, identical triplets is the clue. It was Nathan's clue. It was a good clue. Steamboat is 96. And it's the 6th of the 9th. Still, now, in Wyoming, it is Friday, September 6th. It is Martan's birthday. Dragon equals 59. Most people say dragon's bad, right? Dragon is 59, so is slave, so is cruel. All words that have a value of 59, so is weird. Did he post himself with devil horns because he's the devil? Or because he's just a bit weird sometimes? I think it's because he's just a bit weird sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that. A little bit bipolar, I think. The DJ might be a little bit bipolar. I did read that somewhere. Gabrielle. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a bit different. It's like nobody's perfect. Gabriel was one of the names I looked at because it's the name of an archangel. And we all know Michael was a destroyer. Michael's an archangel. And as a hurricane, it was a destroyer. Definitely not a protector, but a destroyer. So I thought, oh, Gabriel, almost an archangel name. But Gabriel, strangely, is happening now. I shouldn't open too many new tabs, but anyway. Hurricane, well, it's not hurricane, it's tropical storm. Tropical storm. I hope it doesn't bring up anything too embarrassing that I've searched for before. It could. Tropical storm. It usually does. Tropical storm. Barry was a bad one. Well, he wasn't that bad. He was category 1. But he did bring some pretty big rainfall totals to some place. Okay, I had to type it all the way in. Gabrielle. It's happening now. 2 days ago, she formed about 2 days ago. So where's she up to now? This should show us. Gabrielle. I think it's interesting. G. I always say G, I wonder who the mirror boy is. And Gabrielle formed on September 6. Dorian had just smashed into, well, it's made a terrible mess of the Bahamas. North Carolina got a bit of a hit. Canada is next. So that's Gabriel. That's Dorian. Gabrielle, I guess she's, what's she doing now? Interesting, huh? Because she peaked in strength on September, what? 5? And that is September 6 in Australia. So, right smack bang on Martan's birthday. Became a post-tropical cyclone and then it's bounced back to being a tropical storm again, see? On September 6. So it became a zombie storm. Gabrielle the zombie storm, you could say, on September 6, because it spent a brief period there as a post-tropical cyclone. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Gabrielle. So G, I wonder who the mirror boy is. And Gabrielle was around for September 6. So that's pretty cool. Eruption 118. Powerful is 116. Steamboat is 96. And 174 is the value of Puff the Magic Dragon. There you go. Okay. Bushfires burning in Australia. Why is that happening? It's windy. It's dry. We've been in drought. We've still got this weird thing happening up here around Darwin. Nathan used to go to Darwin quite a lot. So there's some rain pushing into Melbourne by the looks. It's still September 6 universal time, coordinated. Showers, yeah, scattered showers with a cold front. It's 10:54 Eastern Standard Time, 7th of September 2019, and it's now the 7th of September universal time as well. It's 54 minutes in. The value of Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel. And Selwynne, 117. That's the value of his name. Selwynne. Symbol is 86. Providence is 111. It's 11.1 in Adelaide, 8.6 in Hobart, 9.6 in Canberra, 39 km/h wind. Angel is 39. Steamboat is 96. Destiny is 96. Providence is 111. Selwynne is 117. And so is the word torture, 117. And 17? Well, okay. Torture. That is like hurricane. Dorian was a deadly destroyer. So let's check that out. Dorian was a deadly destroyer. Two more Atlantic hurricane names, Jerry and Lorenzo, are going to be retired in 2019. Nathan, the boy I referred to a couple of times, Nathan Breeze. Breeze has the same value as Dorian, 61. Well, Nathan, he died in a firestorm. Probably the worst firestorm in Australia's history that's been recorded. It was a firestorm in the true definition of firestorm. Scientific definition is hard to meet. It was there. Black Saturday agony. Sadist Dorian's caning. What's the number? 200? It's all those letters added together, so each letter according to its place in the alphabet added together. Sadist Dorian's caning, the Bahamas. The former DJ has a value of 200. Nathan's firestorm, 200. Black Saturday agony, 200. Bahamas, twin, former DJ, Yiming Yuan's ass. Yiming in Singapore, Yiming's hard flogging. Agony, Yiming Yuan. Sinful Singaporean. That's how they saw him, sinful. He was not violent though, he didn't hurt anybody. So what they did to him is a bit hard to explain. From any humane viewpoint. From any normal human viewpoint, that is. Sinful Singaporean boy's punishment. Strong-willed boy, the extreme fear of God. True Category 5, Lorenzo, disaster. Dorian, punishment. Destructive vandal, extreme caning agony. My bad storm surge, surging. Lorenzo, extreme sadism, Bahamas. Bad deadly hurricane, Bahamas. The water-soaked, Bahamas. Bad boy is London born. That's the DJ. Former DJ. New York. New York City life. Hot nightclub boys. Nasty Cana, Dorian's storm surge, Bahamas. Dark Dorian, Lorenzo. Lorenzo and Jerry, the powerful demon. Red Hurricane Jerry. Hurricane Jerry caned the asses. Lorenzo pulverized asses. Killer Boy Mirror, the guy in the glass. Martan, Jacksonville, the demon hurricanes, the deadly hurricanes. Circle the three boys. 3, remember? Nathan's clue, 3, the evil triplets. Cyclones, storms, storms grew large, monster cyclones, dangerous cyclones. And Martin's clue on my birthday, going back to April 27, we can catch up next Thursday at 1 PM. So ever since I've been waiting. What's happening next Thursday? Nothing's happened. Life path number 8. That's Jake's life path number. Nathan's is 5 and Jake's is 8. And Jake was 11 years and 8 months old. It is 11:08. It's Saturday, September 7, 2019. 7-9. Handsome equals 79. Painful is 79. 11 years, 8 months old, that was Jake's age when he left our world. So what's the time in other place? 7:08 in Jackson, Wyoming. Jake was born in 1978. It's Friday, 6th of September 2019. Martan is Jake's mirror boy. He's also Nathan's mirror boy. He's the mirror boy of 2 different boys, from 2 different continents, who never knew each other in this life, but Martan connects the 2. He's like the triplet, the identical triplet boy. 7-9. It's the 9th of the 7th. It's the 7th of the 9th, I should say, and it's 7:09. But I've got my computer on American date, so it says 9/7, so I get confused all the time. 7-9 is today, and it's 7:09 in Jackson, Wyoming. It is the 7th of the 9th, and in Australia, and it's 7:09 in Jackson, Wyoming, where it is the 6th of the 9th. How's that for confusing? Triplet trilogy, triplet, trifecta, and what do we got? Sitting on the pyramid? A cat, I think. So, Gabrielle is happening now. It's a happening tropical storm. She's a zombie storm, I guess. They're not going to bother calling her that, but technically she is. Humberto. What's happening with Humberto? Let's go to Weather Underground. We all know about Dorian. Dorian equals 61. Breeze is 61. So this will take a little while to load. Temperatures are still the same. Selwynne is 117. 17 km/h wind in Melbourne. 11.7 degrees. 23 is the value of... Hey, that's weird, because Nathan, 13-year-old Nathan, he was 13 when he left our world. 13 years and 2 months to be exact. And 23 is the age he would be now, up until 24th of November, because Nathan's birthday is the 24th of November. And it's now 11/11. It's 11/11/11. On the 7th of September. Nathan's birthday is in November. It's November 24, so it's a Sunday this year. 24th. So Nathan's turning 24 on the 24th. Right now he'd be 23 if he were here, but he's not here. He left our world age 13. Okay. So how did he leave? In a firestorm. So he knows about natural disasters. He knows about that stuff. He knows about pain, loss, suffering, trauma to the extreme. And Nathan's the one who gave me the clue about triplets. He said there's going to be a triplet sign on your birthday. He was right. There was. It was an eruption of Steamboat Geyser. The third eruption of Steamboat Geyser in its current active phase. So next Thursday is the 12th of September 2019. Today's Saturday. So if you're talking about next Thursday, that's what you say, next Thursday, because it's still Saturday. From tomorrow onwards, you'd say this Thursday. But right now you say next Thursday. We can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. That was my birthday this year. The triplet sign was my birthday the year before, 2018, when my birthday was on a Friday. Next Thursday is the 12th of September 2019. Yesterday, something happened weird. Something weird happened. It got me thinking Jerry might be the other name instead of Imelda. I was going to go with Imelda, but I had a freaky thing happen yesterday. And Dorian, Jerry, Lorenzo, I think they're the three. The picture of Dorian Gray. Jerry, Jake's dad, who's a really nice guy, but every name has its turn. And Lorenzo. Maybe that's Nathan calling to tell me hey, no, you got it wrong, man. Go back to Imelda. D, J, L. Oh man, I didn't even think of that. DJ. DJ. That's what I'm talking about, the DJ. Dorian, oh man. See, if I had known about the DJ sooner, maybe I would have predicted Dorian. I didn't though. DJ. DJL. DJ Lorenzo. So Dorian, Jerry, and Lorenzo. 4 plus 10 plus 12 is 26. God is 26. And this is going to spin you out because 24 plus 2 is also 26. Martan, Steamboat Geyser. 1 p.m. next Thursday is 242. Birthday boy prediction. Tropical cyclone Gabrielle. The one that's happening right now. They call it a tropical storm in the US. Someone stole the stage until it gets to hurricane strength. Someone stole the stage. A boy named Martin's Fear of God. The caned slave, son of Gabriel. Rat and cane soaked in water. Convicted drug trafficker. Yiming Yuan, Singapore. The purpose of my pain. What did they do to you? Hurricane soaked in water. Triplet sign of the angel. The evil triplet boys. my triplet storms, triplet ocean storms, Dorian, Jerry, Lorenzo, equals 242. 24 plus 2 is 26, the value of God. Gabriel, Olga, Dorian. Yes, Olga is actually on the name list. Storm, 85. 234 was the time of the last eruption of Steamboat Geyser. It happened at 234. Martan Swain is 149. Selwynne is 117. 14.9 in Perth. 11.7 in Adelaide. Storm is 85. It's 8.5 in Hobart. Twins equals 85. The is 33. The twins. The storm. Halloween is 95. Halloween. 41 km/h wind in Canberra. That's pretty strong. Clue is 41. Singapore is 104. Dangerous is 104. Monster is 104. And Steamboat went off at 2:34 a.m. The most recent eruption. It's now 7:16 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Friday, 6th of September 2019 in Jackson, Wyoming. The other place I sort of connected was Jacksonville in Florida. For reasons that aren't particularly, they don't really make much sense, but I did. Jacksonville was in the news a fair bit already with Dorian, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's as much as we're going to see about Jacksonville. So where's Jerry going to go and where's Lorenzo going to go? Well, your guess is as good as mine. 9:16. And now it's 9:17 in Jacksonville. So 2 hours difference to Wyoming, to Florida. It's closer to midnight in Florida. Closer to the change of date. So 2:34, see? The most recent eruption of Steamboat was at 2:34. Like I was saying. It came after an interval of 6 days, 15 hours, 47 minutes. And that followed on from an eruption that happened at 10:47 a.m. on the 27th. Tuesday. 3 Tuesdays in a row. So I'm thinking the next one won't be on a Tuesday. It'll be on another day. Because that makes a trifecta of Tuesdays. I was born on a Tuesday. But the eruption that got this all started, as far as me making predictions, was the one that happened on my birthday in 2018. And that's kind of interesting in itself because it was 27th of April, that's my birthday. It was on a Friday. And the word Friday equals 63. Friday has a value of 63. And the eruption before this one was at 16:26. 26 minutes past 4 on the 19th of April. I hadn't even noticed that before. But if we go back in time, back to 2002, Friday the 26th of April 2002 at 2200 hours, 22, the most powerful number in numerology, and the 26th of April, the value of God, 2002, 2200 hours. Bad Mirror Boy is 140. 140 days and 20 minutes. And there was an eruption on Friday, the 13th of September, 2002. At 2220. Could be alluding to 2020. And the volcano in Indonesia, Mount Papandayan, maybe something to do with that. But for now, we're talking hurricanes. So Friday, the 26th of April, 140 days later, Friday the 13th of September. And 26 is on both sides of 13. 13 times 2 is 26. And this gets really weird. in so many ways. My birthday. Gabriel is 54, 354, on 27th of April 2003. After 32 days, 2 hours and 22 minutes. Then, Jake's anniversary, the anniversary of Jake's abduction in Minnesota. I said Jake's dad is Jerry. Well, Jake's the boy who was abducted in Minnesota, Jake Wetterling. Jerry Wetterling. Well-known people because Jake was missing for 27 years. 2003. It was 14 years after Jake's abduction. Exactly 14 years. The value of dead. Also the value of DJ. 14. 2026. That's a while away. 26 minutes past 8 p.m. was the time. 1978 is the year Jake was born. It was 178 days, 16 hours and 32 minutes, 2 16s are 32. Nathan's life path number is 5, all the digits in his date of birth, 24/11/1995, adds up to 32. There's so much here, man. I could go on and on and on, but I won't. I will just say that it did go off on some interesting dates, including Halloween, I think. Yeah, Halloween, 31st of October at 8:21. That's interesting too. 21 minutes past 8. And this all started on a Thursday. There was an eruption on the 3rd of September 2014. Ming equals 43. 22, the most powerful number in numerology, and the date of Jake's abduction was the 22nd of October 1989. Ming is 43. The surname, it's the first name, Yiming. But sometimes he drops the Yi and just goes with Ming. Ming is 43. The third, 3, triplets, you see. A year, 34 days, 3 hours, 13 minutes. Then the next one was on the 15th of March 2018. That's the beginning of the current active phase of Steamboat Geyser. What they call the current active phase began on Thursday, 15th of March 2018. 5:21. 21 minutes past. The same as that Halloween eruption was at 21 minutes past. So that was after 3 years, 193 days, 6 hours, 38 minutes. And then off it went. The third eruption, 1, 2, 3. The third one was on my birthday, you see. The triplet sign. That's how I found Steamboat Geyser. That's where it gets weird. Because Nathan said there's going to be a triplet sign on your birthday. I didn't know what he meant. But I thought something to do with volcanoes. So I googled volcanic eruption. And I found the Steamboat Geyser. Things were pretty quiet with volcanoes. That's why it came up in Google or Bing, whatever I used. 3 days, 16 hours, 49 minutes. I think it was Bing actually. So there you go. 2:34 was the time of the last eruption. Martan Swain is 149. Selwynne is 117. Today is Martan's birthday, if you're in Wyoming. 95, Nathan's year of birth. 85, twins. It's also the number of days between Nathan's birthday and Jake's birthday. 24th of November and the 17th of February. 85 days in between. Twins. The twins. Wow, there's a lot here, man. And it just changed. We've still got 2, 3, 4. Now 95 is over here now. And 158 is the value of Hurricane Dorian. Hurricane Dorian equals 158. Powerful is 116. Symbol is 86. And what's 93? I did mention that volcano in Indonesia. Papandayan is 93. Puntang is 93. 44 is the value of hope. Jacob's hope. Hope. Jacob's hope is Nathan's hope. And Nathan's hope is Martan's hope, and Martan's hope is Yiming's hope. They're all connected. 4 4s. See, 44 is Imelda. Another name on the name list. 3 days, 16 hours, 50 minutes since Steamboat went off. Humberto, there is talk of Humberto, I think. Maybe. So they're the stories right now. Dorian equals 61. I might just bring up category 6, which is sort of what Dorian was. If you had a category 6 as like 180 miles an hour and faster, then Dorian would have been there. He would have been a category 6. Because category 5 is 157 miles per hour. Sustained. Gusting, I don't know how they do it. Saffir-Simpson scale. It's 157 miles per hour or faster is category 5. Category 6. I just want the category 6 blog because I want to see the latest. Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, Canada is next. Dorian's all-night siege on the North Carolina coast. So they copped a fair pounding. Hurricane Dorian pounding the Caroline coast. And it rebounded to category 3 strength. I wouldn't have even known that, except I looked at this blog. Okay, so open this one, see what's in here. Dorian the Destroyer. I was saying Dorian the DJ, well, it is like a record spinning around and around and around. So, 956, still pretty strong. As far as hurricanes go. But it's nothing compared to what it was. When it was over the Bahamas, that was ridiculous. Crazy. Tornadoes and everything. Dorian's stunning sunset in the northeast US. There's Halifax. What a big system. Dorian expected to hit Canada as category 1. Lucky for Canada. Igor. What was the one I looked at before? Olga. So Nestor, Olga. Probably won't get this far down the list, but you never know. Sebastian. He'll probably never get a turn. Melissa means honeybee. 137. King Lake West equals 137. And 173 people died in that disaster, that's what I said. 173 is the value of Hurricane Jerry. Hurricane Jerry. What's Canberra doing today? 11. Wow, it's cold. And then warming up eventually. So it's 9:28 in Jacksonville, Florida. Where else should we go? If we go back to world clock. New York. New York City. That's where Jake Chambers is from. The name Chambers came up yesterday as part of the thing that spun me out. It was a whole succession of highly unlikely coincidences that really spun me out yesterday and got me thinking it could be Jerry. Payne is 40, Blaine is 43, Ming is 43, Joshua is 74. Australia's going to have Joshua, Cyclone Joshua, next cyclone season. It's the J name for Australia. Cyclone Joshua, Tropical Cyclone Joshua. 9:29 in New York. Okay, so 3 letters in God. Hurricanes Jerry and Lorenzo are yet to come. That's what I'm thinking. It's Jerry and Lorenzo are the other 2 names that are going to be retired. The last 3 major eruptions of Steamboat Geyser in Wyoming happened on 3 successive Tuesdays. Talked about that. The 3rd major eruption of the current active phase was on my birthday, Friday 27th of April 2018. We looked at that. The next major eruption will be number 67 in the current active phase. So counting all the eruptions since that one I showed you on the Thursday, the 15th of March, we're up to number 67. The value of Martan. 6 plus 7 is 13. Nathan was 13 when he left our world. In extraordinarily horrifying circumstances, bushfire firestorm. Friday, 26th of April, we looked at that. 2002. 140 days in between those two dates? No. I've put them the wrong way around. It was Friday 13th of September 2002. So the next one's probably wrong as well. Yeah, it is. That's meant to be Friday the 6th. That's better. So 140 days between those two eruptions. The value of Bad Mirror Boy. So next Thursday is the 12th, and next Friday is Friday the 13th, and it's the full moon in Wyoming, in the United States, is on Friday the 13th. It'll be Saturday the 14th in Canberra. Bad Mirror Boy, it's a micro moon. It happens during the daytime, I think, for Canberra, so it'll be at night time in the USA on Friday the 13th. Bad Mirror Boy, Sexy Martan, 140. The next major eruption will be number 35 of 2019. 35. What equals 35? Naked. Image is bad. Bad man. Jet. Jet is 35. Jake's date of birth. Add up all the numbers, you get 35. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is Jake's life path number. A good boy who likes to pretend he's a bad boy. Why? Because he just does. Wetterling Mirror Boy. Friday, 26th of April, 2002, plus 133 days, lands you smack bang on Martin's birthday. Friday, 6th of September 2002. 2 plus 6 is 8. Tomorrow is Sunday, the 8th of September 2019. Just something to do with the 8, the whole 8 thing is the reason why I put this. Tomorrow is the 8th of September. Not really predicting anything, but who knows, Steamboat Geyser might go off. Just to surprise me. 8, 9, it wouldn't really surprise me. 8, 9, abduction is 89, symbolic is 98. 9, 8. 8, 9. Depends where you are. Americans write it back to front, the date. 9 plus 8 is 17. Jake was born on the 17th. 1 plus 7 is 8. 3 8s are 24. And Yiming Yuan was sentenced to 24 strokes of the Category 5 cane in Singapore. 24 strokes. Most people start to lose consciousness after about 6 strokes. Some after about 3. Because they do it so hard. It's Category 5. Spell dog backward, you get God. The caned bad boy was the former DJ. A guy who liked to bring happiness, joy, fun to people. Keep that in mind. Technically a criminal, because he was a drug user and he bought and sold drugs. Why would you do that in Singapore? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. He probably can't tell you himself. The caned bad boy was the former DJ. Yiming Yuan's torture, 24 strokes. Of the rat and cane for the DJ named Yiming Yuan, Category 5. Caning torture. The caned bad boy, firestorm of the rat and cane. Horror cane jail in Singapore. Horror cane jail in Singapore. The feared caning torture place. Extreme Category 5 caning. Powerful Hurricane Dorian. Cruel boy, Hurricane Jerry. Sadist Hurricane Lorenzo. I was thinking Imelda until yesterday. Imelda until yesterday. Something happened made me think it's Jerry. DJ. Dorian, Jerry. 27 plus 4 is 31. The value of Jacob. 2 plus 7 plus 4 is 13. Age. The word age has a value of 13. Nathan was 13. 13 plus 31 is 44, the value of Imelda. Imelda. I said it's the value of hope. It is. It's also the value of Imelda. 4 plus 4 is 8. So, a party boy. DJ's party boy. A DJ. A nightclub boy. That's what his life revolved around. So for someone like him to be in jail for 20 years is just intolerable. No music, no fun, nothing. For someone who just likes to party and have fun and bring happiness to others and bring people together, jail is not tolerable. And he's a son of Gabriel. Because he's loving. He has love in his heart. And that, if you actually are Christian and you read what it says in the Bible, it says, love conquers all sins. It says that in there. So it also says, don't be a hypocrite. Don't judge others. Don't be the judge. Because those who judge are the worst and they do the same things themselves. They're hypocrites. True. And if you force someone to suffer, it's not the same as someone choosing to repent. It's a totally different thing. And you're guilty of a much worse crime than the DJ in this case. The DJ's crime is buying, selling drugs. Not large quantities. He wasn't an importer. He wasn't like a big drug king. He was just buying and selling to his mates. Compassion. Mercy. Sort of amazes me how many people there are who call themselves Christians, but they're not. They have no compassion, they have no empathy, they show no mercy. And they're really fake. Fake in so many ways. Fake Christians, fake whatever. Fake humans in a way. Because they've got no humanity. Hell is 37. Hell. Where is hell? Where is Singapore? There's a jail in Singapore, and it's hell. Singapore. Hell on earth. Hell is a place on earth. Hell awaits homosexuals. Hell awaits drunks. Hell awaits idolaters. Hell awaits... What about torturers? What about people who torture people, who don't respect free will? What awaits them? Actually, homosexual, you can't be homosexual in Singapore. You can't be honest. You could be homosexual, you just can't be honest. You can't be honest about who you are if you are homosexual in Singapore. Category 5 caning awaits you. Hell awaits you. So it's kind of true in a way. What the Bible says is kind of true. The bad stuff, I mean. Because hell does await all the sinful people. Singapore is hell. If you're a sinner, hell literally does await you in Singapore, if you're there, if that's where you live. 38 is fire. Fire. That's how Nathan died. So he knows about losing your skin. And that's what happens. Category 5 caning, you lose your skin. Fire. Horror. The horror cane. Nathan Breeze is 119. It's the value of his name. Bushfire is 88. Jacob Owen Wetterling is 233. Jake born on the 17th. Reflection is 107. Jake was 11. It's 10.7 degrees in Melbourne, 11 km/h wind. Jake was 11 going on 12. Jacob Owen Wetterling, 233. Born on the 17th, and Jake equals 27. Love is 54. Gabriel is 54. Nathan Breeze 119. And 19 km/h wind in Adelaide, 11.9 degrees. Bushfire 88. Date is 30. 8.8 degrees in Hobart. And still 9.3 in Canberra. Still got that 44 km/h wind. The value of hope, the value of Imelda. Demon Boy is 93. Angelic Boy is 93. So you should be careful when you torture people, because you never know who you're torturing. You just never know who they really are. And if you torture a child of Gabriel, well, what happens? Ooh. Put it this way, I wouldn't like to be in the shoes of the sentencing judge in Singapore. I really wouldn't. 175, because they probably can't undo what they've done. Who's got the power to release Yiming Yuan from jail? Now, which is what would need to happen to stop events that are now in motion. Events are in motion, believe me. Big events. 3 days, 17 hours, 6 minutes since Steamboat last went off. The next eruption, is it going to happen at 1 PM? I wouldn't have a clue. Is it 1:37? I wouldn't have a clue. We'll wait and see. That's what Nathan always says, wait and see. When it happens, then you'll know. Very practical. Nathan Breeze. 11.9 in Adelaide, 23.3 in Brisbane. That's pretty cool. Jacob Owen Wetterling. 233. Born on the 17th. I think that covers it. Party boys. I reckon Jake and Nathan would have both been party boys if they had lived long enough to be able to experience being a teenager. Well, Nathan was a teenager just. 13 years and 2 months. Just. He was still a kid. He had a girlfriend though. He wasn't wasting any time. He didn't have any time to waste. 9:41 AM. It's Saturday in Singapore. It's the 7th of September. 7:9. Painful equals 79. Republic of Singapore. So I don't know how they're going to fix what they've done there. I don't know that they can. I don't know that any one person's got the power to do what would need to be done to stop bad events unfolding, because the DJ is now in nightmare land. And when an angel of Gabriel has nightmares, well, it gets reflected out into the world. It's not good for anybody. And being in the clutches of your torturers for a long time, well, it's just not a good situation at all for anybody. But when it's an angel of Gabriel who's put into nightmare land, hell, and it gets reflected out through the nightmares, was real dark, like the sun disappeared when they crucified Jesus, Joshua, Yiming Yuan. Yiming.